Welcome, you guys. Thank you for joining me for another video. Um, I will do some healing with the sound bowl, and then I'll show you the cards. And then I got some channeled messages. And I'm actively learning patience because the channeled messages I'm receiving, I feel that they will be very beneficial for you moving forward. However, I also have to understand prioritization. So if I, put out channeled messages without having the energy clear, that can basically set an example of not having good priorities. So first, before we get into the readings, we're going to do cleansing energy, and I'll show you the cards. Then I'll get into the channel messages, and then we'll get some messages from the cards. The cards that we'll be using today, crystal cards. They'll provide healing energy for whatever comes up. We're also using the hidden cardiomancy cards, so we can get information that secret societies have that they don't want us to know. And we're only going to be able to get information from secret societies that are hiding information that we need to know. Then we have the cheese and wine playing cards. And one of my favorites, the classic horror oracle. Okay. Now, the channeled message I have, work, cat fights are going to be exposed at work. And if someone is allowing their personal issues to negatively impact the progress of a business, they are going to be getting the boot. Yeah, that stood out. Also, individuals who feel oppressed, and it could be because they're choosing to not make the necessary sacrifices they need for a better life. They're going to be amping up the evil eye. And it's not that there's not resources for them. They're simply choosing not to prioritize in a manner that best benefits their lifestyle. So they could be putting a lot of their energy into things that don't serve them. And the little energy they do have, they're starting to see they are not reaping any benefits for the efforts that they're making. So, you can't control envy and jealousy in others. So simply wear evil eye protection, keep your energy clean, sage, even use incense, keep your energy clear. Because individuals who have been choosing to not properly take care of themselves so that they can be independent of others, and who are choosing to still be codependent, even if it's at lower levels of codependency. But codependency is codependency. They are basically amping up the evil eye. And do those return to senders, because those return to senders have been whooping that ass. Now, without further ado, let's get into the cards. We're going to start off with the cheese and wine playing cards. Oh, we got King of Diamonds. Ace of no, not Ace of Diamonds, Ace of Spades. Jack of Clubs and Jack of Diamonds. All right. This is beautiful energy. I'll tell you why. I'm picking up on a divine masculine who is maturing, and they're getting clarity as to why certain spell work may be working. Also, channel message, taboo topics are becoming more normally discussed. And there's going to be reason that taboo topics were made to be feared or only spoken about among secret societies. And those who choose to stay ignorant and who choose to keep evil eyeing people instead of actually taking the necessary steps to get out of problems that they have created and have thus created problems for other people due to their own self-sabotage, they will be finding out the price of choosing to be ignorant. Just know in the future, especially in the future, ignorance will not be bliss. Anyway, let's go back to this. With the King of Diamonds here, a divine masculine is understanding his full potential. And if there's been spell work done on him, which there has with this Jack of Clubs here, he's getting an understanding of how the spell work was able to cripple him. With this Jack of Diamonds here, this is saying he's up with this Ace of Spades. A divine masculine is understanding how they can stand in their own way when it comes to making progress, okay? So I'm also picking up a divine masculine is losing fear of destitution. And they could have had fear of destitution connected to past connections that they've cut cords with this nine of spades here. They may be very conscious and aware of how people they're cutting cords with maneuver. And this is a sign that keep doing what you're doing, okay? With this six of spades here, this is you're heading to calmer waters, okay? The fact that you're able to be honest and and be able to recognize how you can basically hold yourself back. This is going to help remove spell work, especially if someone did spell work so that you would end up homeless. Okay? Anyway, let's keep going. But yeah, somebody wanted you to end up homeless. So they did spell work so that you wouldn't have any growth in your business. But I'm channeling a divine masculine who is getting honest about, how they can run away from responsibility and all these things this person used in the spell work against them. So the more honest you get about where you can self-sabotage, it makes it so that the spell work has less and less impact on you. So this also means you're simultaneously doing return to senders, okay? Because this is, I'm picking up on someone, if you're divine masculine, someone did spell work on you and they're in their own way. They're very comfortable with the way life is, but they want things to stay the same. So with those return to senders, how it will show up in their life, if truths are going to be coming out about them connected to you. Um, so let's say if you're divine masculine and you dealt with the toxic feminine who has, tried to negatively narrate your character because they see that your full potential can attract someone who will actually um, be a good fit for you on an emotional, mental, physical level outside of just sexual. This person feels that you will have less romantic options if you have less money. So this is why they attacked your financial foundation. But what's going to happen with you, getting honest about where you can self sabotage and not allow yourself to grow? It will have this person where they're going to be so comfortable to the point that when truth start coming out about them, they will probably more than likely be losing opportunities when it comes to being able to network with people, when it comes to being able to get support if they even have a financial foundation on their own. And it's going to be because people are going to see, yeah, I see that you've been hurt and, you've done some shady shit, but you're still choosing to do the shady shit. And people are going to think long term. If I choose to work with you and if I don't, please you in an emotional level, you're going to do the same shady shit to me or in a different manner. So people, the person who's doing spell work on you, hoping that you will end up homeless because they know that if you reach your full financial potential, you'll actually have a decent life. And Also, if it's a female, they're wary of you attracting a wife that you actually will not cheat on. and they're more than likely trying to figure out, why would this person not be not be faithful to me, and why would they be faithful to someone else? So instead of this person doing the necessary shadow work, they want to see you end up homeless, but that's not going to happen. Also, it's a possibility these people could end up homeless because they can get with people who will be unfaithful to them. And infidelity contributes to financial instability, and financial instability can contribute to destitution. So whoever has been doing spell work on you, all because they don't want to see you actually reach your full potential, because they're afraid of the love interest or the love interest that you are choosing to go towards. If you are, um, just know, you accepting where you can self-sabotage yourself. Divine masculines, this is a message for you guys. This will allow the spell work to do return to senders. Okay? And someone who has been doing spell work on you, who got extremely comfortable with the lifestyle that you provided them, they may become destitute because they may get with the partner who is financially unstable, and they may not have the necessary skill sets to provide for themselves. And that partner may try to stunt their growth as well. So they may experience destitution. Now we have the amethyst here. Divine masculines, you are divinely guided and protected, okay? You're being blessed with calmness when it comes to decision making, and negative energy is being blocked from you, divine masculines, okay? We also have the Sheroid and the Sodalite. So you guys could be connecting to your third eye as well as your crown chakra. This is going to be a time of great self-love for you guys, divine masculines. And also, you guys might be open to going on adventures, and this will help you be able to develop solutions to get past your own blockages. So part of the ways you'll be able to reach your full financial potential is facing your fears of failure. Facing your fears of failure will open up solutions, as well as provide you with to come into contact with people who will actually genuinely support you and not try to exploit you or abuse you. Okay, now let's get a message from the secret societies that don't want you to know shit, but you're gonna find it out today. Now we have the information card here with the Joker and the Four of Diamonds here. Someone has to play by the rules, okay? They've either lost resources, they could have had an excess of resources, and they could have what's recklessly and foolishly misused their resources. So they're basically trying to bounce back and get whatever source of influence and power they had before by trying to play nice in order to be able to get support, so that their support can basically um, fund their lifestyle again. Because with this Four of Diamonds here, they are getting their resources are extremely low, and they're looking for new opportunities to get those resources back up. So they're willing to play by the rules in order to, form mergers with people, but they're gonna hide their real reasons for trying to form mergers with people. Okay, so the only reason they're playing by the rules now is because they know they don't have enough resources on a financial scale to get away with doing injustice. I'm also picking up on someone who was connected to doing injustice, but they had a lot of resources to be able to do it at that time. And that's why they could have a lot of they could have caused a lot of people trauma, with the amount of resources that they had that they recklessly and foolishly wasted. So now they could be trying to rebuild back. And what I'm picking up here is what you can learn from this is how to network. Um, if someone's trying to form a merger with you, and you get like you get that they're not fully telling you everything that's taking place, don't work with them. I don't care if they do have like a black book with names of very influential people. If they were still connected to those people, they would still be doing business partnerships with them. Okay, so you can have someone trying to form a business merger with you who could have a background of being connected to well-established people in the financial community and in the financial community. But the truth is, they don't have connections to those people anymore. They could just be trying to name drop. So if someone is trying to name drop, or also you feel that they're hiding something, don't do any type of business connection with them. Um, they're in a place of desperation, and instead of them actually discovering where they may be, their own worst enemy when it comes to being able to properly secure finances, they're still continuing cycles that is continuing to them having none less to nothing of success. So basically, I'm picking up on people who are codependent on others to even get off the ground, and connected to past partner or businessship partnerships that they've had in the past. They have betrayed those people and stepped on people's backs in order to get in order to even get a position of authority. So be mindful of anyone trying to start a merger with you, and their name dropping, but at the same time, you can tell they're not fully telling you exactly everything that's going on. We got the nine of hearts here. King of hearts, queen of hearts. Okay. And the five of heart, the five of spades, forgive me. Um, Interesting. So we got a pair here. The king of hearts and the queen of hearts. Um, with this nine of hearts here, you could have attracted the idea relationship in a time of war. You know how some people think you'll attract the ideal partnership if everything's going well, and let me just make sure I get everything taken care of. Let me get this removed. Let me make sure everything is right. It's like it's like, for example, metaphorically, someone thinking they'll only be happy if the house is clean 100% of the time. I'm picking up. You guys could have attracted a relationship where you are not gonna feel the pressure of want having of like feeling like you got to have your house clean every time they come over, being afraid that they'll judge you if your house is a little bit messy. Now, I'm not saying that to be nasty and shit and have a nasty ass house. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you guys have attracted a partnership in which the person will understand the human aspects of life. And you could have definitely attracted this partnership in a time of war. I feel like the trust is being built with this three of hearts here, because you guys are seeing how you guys react and respond under pressure. So you guys could have attracted um you could have an attraction to someone who admires the way you maintain your integrity when things are getting very difficult. You guys could be in the stages of um, the early stages of dating, but this could also be a wish fulfillment, um, because if you guys are curious, remember the times of war where soldiers uh would go off and fight, and then they would get Dear John letters. This is where some people will be getting Dear John letters. Yeah, this, even if it's not in like actual war, some people are going to be getting Dear John letters. And you could have attracted someone who understands the human aspects of life. So they're not into trying to trap you. They're not into trying to um, coerce you into anything. They understand life, and their heart feels light with you, and vice versa. But I'm definitely picking up, some people gonna be getting Dear John letters. People who have infidelity issues that's not fixing it, what I'm picking up here is they're gonna, they might not be moving on somebody else's time schedule. So what I'm picking up taking place is um, someone might get desperate for affection and hook up with someone else, and then send a Dear John letter to someone, and then regret getting into the relationship that they got into. So you could also have somebody from the past who has basically metaphorically wrote you a Dear John letter, saying, I don't want to be in a relationship with you anymore, trying to get access back to you after realizing they've attracted a very abusive relationship. We got the 10 of diamonds here, and the 6 of hearts here. This could be someone that you have a child with, possibly, and this person could be stunting your growth. So you may be seeking solutions on how to be able to build a nest egg financially for your children. If you have children with this person who's trying to stunt your growth without the other parent, you could be in a custody battle or something like that. But you could be trying to get solutions on how to build a nest egg for your children, in which the parent that got themselves into an abusive relationship and is now trying to run back to you, and is basically saying the only way you can have a relationship with your child is if you're with them. But at the same time, they're willing to stunt your growth, but they don't have enough common sense to realize you can't reach this 10 of Pentacles with someone or by yourself if you're stunting your own growth, or trying to stunt someone else's growth. Basically, this person's in a pattern here. Take what resonates. This person is in a pattern where when they get upset, they'll try to stunt someone's growth and do spell work, and even want to see you reach your lowest level. They'll want to see you fail. So this is also, if you have any fear of failure, face those fears. You'll basically see fear of failure is an illusion. But you could be dealing with somebody who feels that if they have a child with you, whatever you earn is theirs. At the same time, they're wise enough not to go out and have their hands out and try to ask for the money like directly. They'll try to use your children to get the money. So these are people that if you left your child some finances in a will or a deed, these people will basically rob their own children and then convince their children that what you're giving me, you're supposed to be doing this. You owe me. So you could be dealing with somebody who is basically the cycle they're in. Whenever they try to interrupt your growth or interrupt their own growth, you're not going to see this 10 of diamonds. That's the honest truth. So they'll go and hook up with somebody else who has finances, and they'll basically disrespect themselves, allow themselves to be disrespected by somebody else. And then when they see you doing better without them, they have a habit of running back to you and trying to basically negatively impact your finances. because they're afraid that if they're making horrible decisions choosing partners, their relationship with the child is also more than likely failing as well. And they may not want you to know that. They're afraid that a healthy person will actually have a genuine good relationship with your child, and they're afraid of their children calling them out for being toxic parents. So if you are a divine masculine and you have a custody issue going on, even if it's not in the court system, um, just realize the cycle that's taking place here. This before this person makes any move to come to you, they do spell work. They do spell work to prohibit your growth. At the same time, you can't reach this 10 of Pentacles with them. And if you are seeking a solution on how to basically protect your children's assets from a gold digger parent, and also males can be gold diggers too. You know, fathers can be gold diggers as well. Um, my children's fathers are gold diggers. It is what it is. Um, Realize solutions will be coming. Get out, basically, the solutions that you're seeking. um Face your fears. Get outside your comfort zone. This is going to allow you to have clarity on how to maneuver around these difficult people who basically will get themselves into abusive relationships, and then, not take accountability for failed relationships with their children. Let's get some healing crystals for this energy. We have the moonstone, kunzite, and lepidolite. Let's see. So you more than likely are probably experiencing having spiritual experiences. Your emotions are going to be balanced in this time, you know, and you also will be experiencing new beginnings. And because I'm picking up on someone who keeps self-sabotaging and wanting you to self-sabotage too, definitely explore your fear of failure. It's connected to self-sabotaging habits. That way, remember I said if there's any spell work done on you, it's gonna go right back to the sender. So these new beginnings you have, will this person will be blocked from these new beginnings, as well as because you are choosing to think long term for your children's new beginnings will be protected as well. And sometimes those new beginnings don't look like it's protected, but children's new beginnings, especially if there's abusive parents involved, their beginnings, that it may be done in a manner where the abusive parent is not able to traumatize the child to a level where the child loses all touch with reality. Okay, so if you have any children, your children are protected. Know that. Your children's new beginnings are protected. And if you are co-parenting with a partner who chooses to get in and out of abusive relationships, um the parent is not going to be able to negatively impact your child's new beginnings. Now, Kunzite, you guys are going to be your heart chakra is going to feel lighter, you know. And this can be connected to you having a connection um with someone who you feel is empathetic, but also at the same time has healthy boundaries. And also, if you are in a co-parenting battle and the abusive toxic parent is trying to prevent you from having a new beginning, rest assured, a person that is actually for you is not going to allow negative external forces to negatively impact the relationship that they have with you. You also might be might be interacting with someone or have attracted someone who takes the time to really see things through. Like if they hear something, if someone gossips to them, They may not just take it for word of mouth. They may actually take the time to look and see. So you may have attracted someone with depth, and they may be able to help you with solutions on how to help protect your children's assets from an exploitative, abusive parent who is giving into loneliness and attracting abusive partners. And the level light is this energy is gonna help you guys with change. If you guys have been experiencing insomnia due to sadness, this level light will help you transition away from it. So if you guys are looking for a stone, a beginning stone, you can get a lepidolite. Okay, this also will help you be able to get solutions for this particular issue. But be patient with yourself, because things like this happen more often than we're aware of. Just most people don't actually talk about it. Now let's get a message from the horror oracle. This Look, when I tell y'all I'm embracing the light and dark aspects of myself, perhaps you maybe I said it for a reason. Maybe you guys are accepting the shadow and light aspects of yourself and integrating them both with harmony and grace, or maybe you're working on that. We have illness here, and then we have experience, and then we have earth. Okay, so let's talk about it. Illness. This is from the movie Cujo. In fact, actually I feel led to read from this particular book. Like this message for this book, read from the book for this particular card. Let's find out. Cujo, directed by Louis T., 1983. Who let the monster out of my closet? An illness or other life disruption can be restricting. So you guys could be having a life disruption as well, making us feel confined by limitations. You may feel confined by limitations. And remember, I said earlier, someone is legitimately trying to basically stunt your growth. Being in its grip can also drive out of character behavioral changes. So you could feel like you're on the verge of being out of character. It's important to keep compassion for ourselves and others who may be struggling, but it's also vital to protect ourselves from harmful situations that are beyond our control. So you guys may be in a place where you have to protect yourselves. You also may be aware of harmful situations. You guys are being asked to prioritize your own needs in difficult times, because, as I stated, you do have someone trying to confine you and limit you. You do have someone trying to disrupt you. They're trying to get you into out of character behavior. And this is a situation in which you have to move very wisely to protect yourself, because you understand that these people involved in these harmful situations, they're targeting you because of the full potential that you can reach on a financial scale. It's kind of like it's like they targeted you because they feel like, oh, so if you know how to solution difficult financial circumstances, this means you're going to be able to have more money coming in. You could be dealing with people competing with you on a financial level, and these people have been behind the scenes causing life disruption for you, trying to basically get you to lose your freedom, trying to get you to be out of character. And you have to protect yourself. But with this 10 of diamonds, you have to move very strategically, because you understand, if these people can't get access to your finances, they don't want you having any finances at all. These people could be trying to get you to help them as well. And you may understand that while they may smile in your face and act as if they understand these changes you're making, they're behind the scenes basically trying to put your life in danger. So you're still being asked to prioritize your own needs in difficult times with illness. Okay? If you're dealing with people who choose to want other people to suffer like they're suffering, you already know 9 times out of 10, when times get hard, they're not going to make it. and the amount of pressure they could be applying on you with this 10 of diamonds as well, it could be enough for you to wonder, do you have what it takes to keep going? Yes, you have what it takes to keep going. All right, so let's look at experience. Now this card is from a movie that talks about extremes. Let's talk about it. This is from the movie Hellraiser. Also, you can have somebody trying to trap you as well, okay? Your own family could be trying to keep you trapped, because we got trap and family. Your own family could also be trying to set you up with someone who's easy to control. The person that they're trying to set you up with could have a lot of bad luck, okay? You could also come from a family that is rooted in restricted belief systems with the help me card. And with the book here, this family can let fear get the best of them to the point that instead of them actually being able to see a new perspective, they'll be quite closed-minded. So your family could be trying to get you connected to someone who has an awful lot of bad luck. This person could be doing love spells on you, but your own family could be doing this just to see you trapped, because your own family knows they won't be able to benefit off this 10 of diamonds. So there's a lot going on in this reading. I picked up custody battles. I picked up frenemy dynamics, and we talking about families. But you definitely could have people in your family trying to trap you with the toxic person. This is from the movie Hellraiser, directed by Clive Barker, 1987. We have sights to show you. That's the quote. In an all or nothing culture that feeds on extremes, in which everything is the absolute best or abject worst, it might be tempting to go many steps beyond. Remember I mentioned somebody could be trying to get you into have out of control behavior. Some people could be behind the scenes creating stuff to negatively impact your progress, because they're really trying to have you viewed as someone who is a troublemaker and trying to get you to lose your freedom. It's like if you don't do what they want you to do, they want you to not have any freedom at all. Can any mere mortal's taste match the appetites of the explorer, hell bent on pushing limits yet unknown to most? And upright, is it really worth it? You might be thinking about family values that no longer serve you at this point in time. And this might be having you be able to see things differently. Like you might be making decisions where your desires may be changing as well. Your desires may be changing due to the amount of imbalance that some people are willing to protect by any means necessary. You also may have someone trying to seduce you and basically over pleasure you. And the thing is, with over pleasure, this is also someone who has a sex addiction could be trying to get you to become sexually active with them. Over pleasure weakens the nervous system. Here's why. The nervous system is can tell if you're experiencing pain or pleasure. Okay? Too much pleasure will make it so if you are experiencing pain, you will automatically try to get pleasure again. So I'm picking up on somebody who is willing to emotionally hurt your feelings as well in order to get you to come back into having sex with them. It's kind of like I'm picking up on somebody who will seduce you and over pleasure you. And this is also can contribute to lack of productivity if you're wondering. And then your nervous system can get to the point, so used to the point where it's craving pleasure that if you feel a very uncomfortable emotion, your nervous system needs healing. Okay? So a nervous system that is overstimulated with pleasure, when it feels pain, it automatically wants to feel good again, because this means your nervous system could be damaged and things like that. But also, I'm picking up the person who has who could have a sex addiction and is trying to get you involved into a sexual relationship with them. They could have an overabundance of pain. So this is why they also have a sex addiction. Okay, so you can have someone um trying to get you connected you can have someone trying to get sexually connected to you who has a sex addiction. But it's due to the fact that they have been trying to avoid pain. Um this could also be a female who is trying to leave an abusive lover, and she could be seeking an escape by having sex. And this is where she's willing to put a healthy masculine, if she's into men, or a healthy feminine if she's into women, in danger, because there's a female that has an abusive partner who has a sex addiction, and she's trying to basically leave that partner. But the fact is, she doesn't know how to walk away from that partner on her own. So she's trying to get somebody up in here, conditioned to basically having sex at the level of a sex addiction. And she feels that person will be able to say, I love you, because they're having sex so often, and will protect her from an abusive partner. There's a very angry female who's getting abused, but she chose to stay in an abusive relationship. Her partner is desperate for her not to leave, and her partner is willing to basically mind fuck the shit out of her so she doesn't leave. So this female could have had other multiple affairs with other men. Um, I'm picking up on, and her partner could have harmed these people. So be mindful of a female that's angry and bitter, and you may pick up on energetically that they have a partner at home. um their partner could also have a sex addiction as well. And basically what I'm picking up here is they could be, they could be starting infidelity filled connections, in order so the new sexual partners will protect them from the abusive partners that they're choosing to stay stuck and stagnant with. They also might be acting as if they can't leave these partners. It's not that they can't leave these partners. There's something that's choosing to keep them. They're choosing to stay there for a reason. But also, this partnership allows them to justify being victimized. So you may have somebody who is trying to basically seduce you and over pleasure you, in order so that you can come to their aid and protect them from an abusive ass partner. So take what resonates. You'll know. And then we have Earth. This is a time to stay grounded, but also from the first message, well, not the first message, but the message that I just shared. If your nervous system needs healing, go online. No, go on YouTube and type in Reiki for the nervous system. I've had to play it. Um, I've had experienced so much abuse that it used to be very difficult for me to make decisions, because pain would cloud my judgment, and my nervous system is still healing. And if you have a damaged nervous system, and if you're with someone who has a sex addiction, this is where a lot of domestic abuse has taken place. But most of the victims of domestic abuse don't actually realize it. Um, this is a time to stay grounded, because a lot of truth is about to be coming out. So anyone who is being immature and acting like they don't know what's going on, the truth is gonna come out about some shit, okay? Now let's get some healing stones for this particular message. And I hope this message is serving you guys well. Only take what resonates, and Y'all got this. We have the grossular stone, and this is for the illness. If you guys are experiencing changes in your health due to the amount of stress that you may feel, that you don't have a lot of people you trust to talk to about it, no worries. This stone is in the garnet family. It can re energize the chakras and then bring balance to those energies. It radiates a calming energy that is very useful in times of great stress. Hold over your heart or wear it as jewelry, making contact with the skin. This if you guys have any sort of illness from the amount of stress that you guys have been under, be very gentle with yourself in this healing. These issues didn't form overnight, so the symptoms of the stress didn't form overnight, so it's going to take time for these symptoms to heal as well, and this will give you more understanding of yourself on a deeper level. And anyone who is patient and doesn't push the boundaries of your healing process, or doesn't disturb your healing process, that is how you will know who is for you. If someone is coming on strong to you, especially if your immune system needs healing, not immune system, but your immune system could need healing, or if your nervous system needs healing, um you guys are experiencing a time of great stress. It is what it is, okay? This is a time to accept that your healing journey is going to take time. And anyone who is not honoring that, anyone who's trying to put a time limit on your healing, is not for you. More than likely, it's someone who has a sex addiction and they're trying to escape a very abusive relationship. But the abuse isn't showing up physical for the most part. There, I'm channeling someone is with an abusive partner who is mind fucking the shit out of them. This person also might be wanting to offer you a gift as well, hoping that you'll feel sorry for them. And then this is when they'll lay it on thick that they're trying to get you into a sex addiction type sexual relationship, okay? Understand that in times of great stress, that is not going to help you feel better. While it may feel decent in the moment, after the soul tie is established, you're not going to feel great. And you also will be connecting to the energy of that person and their abusive lover. Okay? So this Grosler stone is here to let you know this type of stress that's built over time takes time to heal. Be gentle and patient with yourself. Then we have the rhodochrosite. Rhodochrosite helps you face each day with a positive attitude. This stone helps you express your feelings in a positive way, opening the lines of communication without fear. This is a powerful tool for anyone who has difficulty expressing themselves. Now, this is a beautiful stone here, but also what I'm picking up here is that during these difficult times, look, you may have been around people who were horrible examples of how to get through um, great times of stress. You could have been around people who chose to um, react negatively when stress hit them. And you may be in a period where you're learning how to deal with stress in a manner where you will not self sabotage. This will also help you clear up any financial blockages that is keeping you from actually being able to have financial stability, okay? And we also have the Simbi right, or I don't know. I'm gonna just show y'all. One of you guys figured said it right. This stone is often mistaken for amber, and like amber, it emits a warm, powerful energy. It has been known to wake up the chakras and provide motivation. Holding this in your hand during meditation seems to lift your spirit out of the fog of everyday life. Also, I'm picking up this amount of stress could have become so normal to you guys, especially with this near the earth here. You could have gotten so used to people in this hunger energy right here. Energy vampires, you could have got so used to people just having fun, wasting time. And you could be dealing with people who are starting to realize they wasted so much time and energy, and now they're realizing they have no fruits for for their labor. So you guys could have gotten so used to this, so much stress to the point that you guys could be tired Your physical bodies could be experiencing illness, but you guys may not have the support system the way you are cultivating it in the future. You're gonna have a great support system in the future, this is saying. But in this time, you guys are learning to trust yourself. You guys may not have a lot of people to talk to about the amount of great stress that you guys are under. But I'm gonna say keep up the good work. We also have the kunzite showing itself again. This spiritual stone awakens unconditional love that is deep within your heart. Its high vibration connection to a universal love only felt in higher realms. You will feel no negativity, no pain, only a love that transcends space and reality as we know it. So you are in a new beginning. This new beginning may not look like what you thought it would look like because of the amount of stress and difficulty, but at the same time, all this amount of stress and difficulty is showing you that you're going to be somebody that's going to have a grand impact on your external environment. And all these circus like situations is just simply letting you know something is falling apart, and the very same people acting like clowns are trying to prohibit it and trying to play God. You also could have some people who have strategically been trying to basically stress you out, trying to negatively impact your physical health. And things of that nature, because it's kind of like they feel if they can negatively impact your physical health, they feel they'll be able to get one over on you. But no worries. Also, I'm gonna get y'all one more message from the old maid playing cards. I love getting messages from the old maid playing cards because it be letting me know what's up. Like there's something you guys should know. The old maid cards. I've been closing these readings out with the old maid cards, and I have no idea why. Also, you can have someone trying to emulate what they think you want in this point in time. You know, they have no foundation, so they gonna try to find a way to come in with a bunch of lies. They also could be doing spell work as well. It is what it is. Or you could also have someone getting inspired to basically embrace the journey, or to embrace the journey of the road to financial freedom that is scandal free. Also, the reason I said scandal, somebody who has a large amount of money, scandal's about to come out, a lot of scandal. But let's get that information from the old maid playing cards that you guys need. Or you guys might be the ones who are getting inspired to embrace the journey of financial independence. Okay, let's see, what does the old maid? Ooh, we got electrician, we have lawyer, and scientist. You guys, what I'm picking up here, your boundaries, people pick up on your boundaries, but you got people basically playing dumb, trying to bypass your boundaries on purpose. No worries. People know, that's people who know you have boundaries. You don't have to always say it. But the reason you got people trying to bypass your boundaries is because they're trying to energy harvest from you guys. So it's kind of like they're trying to see how far they can push you in order to basically be able to get access to you. And then if you give them access to you, they'll try to condition you to basically not have any boundaries with them at all. You're dealing with some class A energy vampires, okay? They're purposely invading your privacy and your boundaries because they're basically trying to get the resources that you have. Their energy is so low vibrational, they're attracting poverty. Your energy could be high. Um, your energy could be high energy and of that nature. So it's kind of like they feel with their energy they'll be able to attract the resources that you attract, but at the same time they would exploit the resources as well and burn bridges. So these people also have intentions of creating division among your support system. So if you guys do have any close friends or romantic relationship, there's a time and place to share these things. Because I'm picking up on people who keep violating your boundaries, knowing what they're doing on purpose, trying to form some form of trauma bond of irritation within you guys, so that they can see who actually is you're close to, so they can create division and to divide and conquer. Now we also have the singer here, we have the chef, and we have the hairstylist, and we have the electrician. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. This is a time where feminine energy that is not prepared to provide for itself is trying to figure out how to come up with scams to not only get affection, and I'm picking up on females that feel they deserve a certain kind of affection that they're not giving themselves. So it's like they're trying to set up scenarios in which they'll be able to train someone to give them certain types of affection. At the same time, they're willing to cause trouble if you do not basically um, feed their ego. So be mindful of this, okay? People who have been gossiping are going to try to act and justify the gossip as well. This is a cycle that they're in. You can't stop them. You can't control them from doing what they do. That's just part of their life cycle, okay? With the electrician and the hairstylist, you'll be able to pick up on it. I'm picking up on feminine energy that's going to try to come off very confident, but at the same time, they they're basically trying to act as if they have new beginnings, but they're running from the drama of gossip that they started. So if they're running from the drama of gossip that they started, they're trying to create these they're trying to create like a mask, as if, you know, the people, they're trying to create a mask as if they're above the drama to hide the drama that they started, okay? Instead of cleaning the drama up, they're trying to hide from the impacts of the drama that they started, okay? This is where they're lacking humility. And we also have a blank white card with the hairstylist here and the electrician. Women, toxic females who gossip a lot, they're trying to get a new reputation because they're losing a lot of opportunities with all of the drama that they bring. At the same time, with the painter, the waitress, and the hairstylist here, y'all already peeped how these people move. So if anything, if you can't control these people if they try to utilize you in the process of trying to get a new reputation. Basically, if you already know what's up, you understand if you react or respond in a way that will basically have them feel like there's an opening to keep coming back in order to get clout off you. Basically, keep those doors shut, keep the doors closed, you know? I'm also picking up on the females thinking that if they act as if they're, this is toxic females we're talking about. They think if they act confident, they think that they'll be able to attract people who simply want to be around them, but they're not getting, it's an energy thing. Energy speaks. The old way of the world is back, okay? People used to communicate via energy, and you didn't actually have to communicate verbally. So if these people actually try to start unwanted conversation with you, just simply sit back and watch. If they're not able to get a reaction or response out of you that they're looking for, they'll go to someone else. And you'll notice how much energy they're using trying to keep up a bravado that they're actually confident on their own. Because it's wintertime when I'm filming this video right now, and a lot of abandonment issues and neglect issues are coming out. And you're gonna see that if someone has unhealed abandonment and neglect issues that they're choosing to not heal healthily or properly, you're gonna see them go from confident to bitchy. Okay? And this is where they'll go into trying to start drama, but at the same time trying to play victim and project the drama onto someone else. Okay? So with waitress and hairstylist here, child, this is telling me people are learning how to give and to receive. Okay. Also, another reason I picked up on a toxic feminine energy, trying to get into this idea of what they think confidence is. They're looking to receive something. They're hoping that you'll naturally give to them. I'm picking up on distorted feminine energy that has been hurt so bad that instead of actually healing and understanding how they allow certain abuses to occur, they're just in this energy. I deserve this. I deserve that. I deserve this. I deserve that. And they're just getting to a point where they're just like they're willing to convince themselves that what they're doing is right. And they're willing to justify how they're going about trying to get attention. Literally, these people are showing that they have abandonment issues and neglect issues. And if you actually give your time to them, they're going to try to bind you to them so that you will continue giving them your time and energy and your resources. And this is something that you guys should be aware of. You have a choice to help somebody. Even if you're in a romantic relationship with somebody, you guys have to actually verbally communicate with each other. If you have any traumas connected to giving or receiving, and you guys have to understand each other's unique processes of learning how to give and receive. And if you guys feel like you are being breadcrumb, you guys have to speak about this, you know? It can't be some telepathy type shit where you just sitting there not saying shit. You guys have to speak about if you feel like you're being breadcrumbed. Okay? And that means you got to give it to the universe. And if the universe shows you that this person is changing and that you're changing, that's great. But you have females out here who's willing to do binding magic on you guys just to receive support. And then they would expect you to basically to feed their ego as well. Anyway, we got the hairstylist here. Let's just say stay humble as you are aware of what certain people are doing, because if you sit there and tell them, I know what you're doing, you're trying to get resources, you need help. You don't want to continue receiving resources from people with strings attached. You're trying to receive resources from people who have kind hearts. This is, look, the beautiful thing about staying humble here is you will feel good. Even though you may want to be in a position to be like, stop trying to get unnecessary extra attention. Nah. You sit there and stay humble because your heart will feel light. If you try to go out above and beyond to embarrass these people, they already are in defensive mode. You know, I'm picking up on people, females have been receiving strings attached help. They don't like that they're getting breadcrumb. They don't like that, you know, the affection that they're trying to get. The guys they've been choosing haven't been doing it correctly. So this is why they're willing to do binding magic on a male empath at this point in time. They don't care if the binding magic negatively impacts the male empath. These females are basically trying to get an understanding of why they're not receiving the love that they want without actually doing the inner work. And has created some sort of psychosis in them where you got this diva ass shit taking place. Okay? So the importance is to stay humble when you see this shit. Because if you're like, hey, I know what you're doing, they gonna rah, 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 and start some shit. And you basically are putting it in to whatever it is that you got going on. Sit here and let these females bring their energy levels down. Sit here and let these toxic females lower their own value. Because if they're putting out the energy that they want someone to give me affection and give me attention, give me the love I deserve, they're going to attract narcissistic males who will continue to break their hearts even more. Now, I'm an African American female, and there's a reason that heart disease is prevalent among African American women. African American women have experienced grave heartache and heartbreak, and it's been normalized. Okay, and I know how. Basically, I know how difficult it can be to get yourself to get out of bed if you have an extreme heartbreak. So realize that these females who keep putting themselves out, like out in public, embarrassing themselves in order to prove a point that I'm a female, hear me and roar, instead of basically, investing into what's important to them, they're weakening their own hearts. Okay, eventually their health is going to start declining. I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't matter how much money they get. It doesn't matter what trips they go on, or what trips they go on. They also could be overly utilizing social media. They're weakening their body. Okay, and these are the females that could be grandmas old in age, using emotional manipulation to have the grandkids put their life on hold to take care of them. These are females that will basically not take care of their own health and expect you to sit there and suffer with them, and then emotionally guilt trip you and gaslight you for choosing to go your own way. Don't take it personal. Realize that these females are at a place where their abandonment issues and neglect issues are on 10. So if you don't respond to them male empaths, then they're going to go and walk into the arms of a narcissist, a narcissistic male who's been watching the male empath, and the male empath will basically, you won't have to worry about this female, because the narcissistic male will fuck her up mentally to the point where she's restricting herself, at the same time she's still trying to put herself out there. So this is a time for you male empaths to understand, we live in a world where you guys have not been given credit where credit is due, where your experiences have been ignored. I'm honoring your experiences. I'm acknowledging your experiences, because it sounds like some very stressful shit to go through. I had a narcissistic mother, okay, and things of that nature. Um, I, I I haven't actually had a relationship with a female where it's serious of this nature, but male empaths have been targeted by females of this nature. So I hope that this helps you guys. Keep up the good work. Y'all got this.